Shivaya Nama Tiruchitrambalam. Today we are going to start our thoughts, our discussion on 7th Thirumurai, 1st Thiruppadigam, 1st song, 1st verse. This particular Padigam is sung for the temple called as Thiruvennainalloor. It is in South India, Tamil Nadu, and it is quite easily reachable from Chennai airport. If you look at this particular place, this is the place where Lord Shiva directly came down in the form of a Brahmin, and Brahmin, a very old person. He came in to stop the wedding of Nambi Aroorar and take him as his slave. Now, after getting through the arguments and after winning through the case, now Nambi Aroorar has been officially announced to be a slave for Lord Shiva, which we are all, yes, but yeah, we needed an argument for that. Anyways, that happened. Now, Lord Shiva asks him to sing a song, sing the verse, sing the Padigams. Now, the Padigam has to be started somewhere. And our Nambi Aroorar says, I honestly don't have an idea where to start and how to start. So Lord Shiva says, you know what, when I came to stop your wedding, how did you scold me? You used a word called as Piththaa. Piththaa simply means madman, crazy man. So we say, you are a crazy man. That's how Nambi Aroorar scolded Lord Shiva. So he said, Lord Shiva says, what did you tell me? You scolded me with a word called as crazy man, Piththaa, right? Now what I want you to do is start with the word Piththaa and sing a verse for me. That is how Nambi starts singing this particular song. Piththaa pirai soodee perumaanaey arulaalaa eththaan maravaathae ninaikkinraen manathu unnai vaiththaay pennai thenpaal venney nalloor Arul thuraiyul aththaa unakku allaen enalaamae. If you look at this word, he starts with the word called as Piththaa. Now let's look at the meaning of this Piththaa. Piththaa means crazy. As we said earlier, crazy or madman. That's a literal translation of it. But if we go a little bit deeper, it also means a mom's heart. If you look at it, how does a mom cry for her baby? Right? When the baby is crying, imagine the mom's feeling, right? It just melts over. Without knowing, if the kid is suffering, the mom cannot take it. Something within will start crying for the mom. That is the motherly affection. In Tamil, there is a verse to say, the mom's thoughts are crazy, whereas the kids are totally they have a don't care kind of an attitude. Piththaa, which directly associated with a mom's feeling, because the mom is always thinking about the kids, always thinking about the well-being of their kids, and at the same time, whatever or whenever the kid makes a mistake, the mom will always be in support of the kid. Sometimes our kids will be so naughty, they would have spoiled the entire people in the ground or whatever, the playground, but yet the mom will say, oh, my son is so good, you know, it's because of the other kids my son is getting spoiled. No mom will accept that her son or her daughter is a spoiled kid. Even the entire world may know, but the mom will not know. That's the beauty. She always believes ignorance is bliss, right? So yeah, of course we do accept on that part. That is how a mom's feeling is all towards. That is also a reason why Lord Shiva is called as a crazy man. Why? Imagine, it seems that we are going through 840,000 lives. So you imagine now this body, we take so many bodies, this one soul takes so many bodies. 84 lakhs, which is 8,40,000 varieties of births we take. What kind of problems we would have created in each and every birth, what kind of sin we would have done, what kind of trouble we would have created for someone. It's quite natural. Don't know what was our birth in the last birth. We don't know what is that we are going to have in the next birth as well. Now if you look at it, Lord Shiva is in a is having that motherly affection towards us to say, my kid will someday or the other realize and come and reach me. That kind of a love and affection he shows. That is why he is called as Piththaa. Another great saint we had in Tamil Nadu, lovely verses he has written also. His name is Kumaragurubarar. He says another interesting interpretation for that. He says, you know what, if someone falls into a river or water, some kind of a water body, when a person falls into it, water will lift the person up 3 times. And if the person is not being saved at the 3rd time, no other option, the person will be drowned down. This is what Ganga, Mother Ganga does for us. 3 times she lifts us up. 3rd time, no other option, she just drowns it. Whereas Shakti, she is one of, we know she is grace, right? She is the Arul that we call it. She is the grace. She is capable of forgiving our sins the umpteenth time as well. There is no count for it. Imagine, what should Lord Shiva do? When you are given 2 ladies, one person forgives someone for 3 times, another lady forgives someone for the umpteenth time also, he should actually take her and keep in his head, right? As in we say, right, oh, she's actually there, and you know, she's being honored with being in her head, being in Shiva's head and all these. But what Lord Shiva has done is, the person who is ready to forgive only a 3 times sinner is given the place of Lord Shiva's head. Imagine, it's right to be called as a crazy man. This is given to us by Kumaragurubarar. So lovely way of interpretation. There's a lot more interpretations. I'm not getting into that right now. But if you look at it, the word Piththaa, the word pirai, which is directly representing the crescent, moon crescent, and the next one is grace. Everything is denoted with white color. White is stands for sattvic color. So the first padigam, song itself stands or denotes sattvic characteristics or qualities. And the next one that we have to look up for here is, whenever we say Piththaa pirai soodee perumaanaey arulaalaa. Perumaanaey means someone who has the valor. Someone who has the valor is usually, it's a quality of a man, mankind, man, basically man. That's how they take it, at least in terms of the Tamil grammar, which is called as Tolkapiyam. Piththaa, quality of a woman, and valor, which is the basically perumaanaey, the quality of a male. So what happens is, here also we are able to see the quality of Ardhanarishwara, not the physical body, because if you see, Thiruvennainalloor Sambandar is our Nambi Aroorar's guru. That's what we saw yesterday itself. So if you say Thiruvennainalloor Sambandar is a guru, obviously Nambi Aroorar has to follow his steps. If you say following his steps, if you look at the way how Thiruvennainalloor Sambandar has written all his verses, literally in all the verses, he would always talk about Ardhanarishwarar, which is the male and female body together, right? That's the one they see. He will never talk about goddess separately. He will never talk about it. He will always see as an Ammai Appar kind of a, which is like Ardhanarishwara kind of a format. Now if you look at it, if we say Gnanasambandar is the guru for Nambi Aroorar, Nambi Aroorar has to follow the same footsteps. But what Kari Pillayar did, Thiruvennainalloor Sambandar did was, he took the physical form of Ardhanarishwara. Nambi Aroorar took the qualities of Ardhanarishwara. So he took Piththaa and he took perumaanaey, which is craziness, something like mom's thoughts, which is the love and care and affection, not in the bad form but in the good form. And we are talking about the valor from the male. So these two are combined, and he says that this is what we mean by someone who has a grace towards the lives, towards the soul. Imagine such a beautiful way of representation. Same ways he says, manathu unnai vaiththaay. In my soul, you have engraved yourself. I'm not able to do it. I can't do it. Even if I want to do, I can't. Can you think, can you imagine, oh, I want to keep God in, I want to engrave probably we can only engrave in our physical body, not in our soul. If we have to engrave in our soul, it's only possible if He decides so. None other can do that. No one else can do it. So that's what He says. You have kept yourself in my soul. I have not done anything. I can't do it. What you have done is you have kept yourself within me and you're sitting inside me. And later in one of the songs, He's going to say, I know when you came in, but I've never seen you leaving, which is your grace. You have never left me, even in spite of so many mistakes I'm doing, in spite of all the bad characters I'm having and whatnot. You are still with me, Lord. That's more than sufficient. This kind of gratitude will be, in one another song we will talk about it in a later padigam. At that point in time, we'll have an even more deeper understanding. For now, just have a clarity. It says, manathu unnai vaiththaay, which means in my soul you have engraved yourself. So the verse goes this way: Piththaa, pirai soodee, perumaanaey, arulaalaa. Piththaa means a crazy man. Why is he crazy? Because we have seen all those. Pirai soodee, Chandrasekhara, which is took the crescent moon and put it on his head, on his forehead, to show off that he is there to give guidance and he is there to be the savior for this entire world. Perumaanaey, valor. Arulaalaa, graceful. Eththaan maravaathae ninaikkinraen manathu unnai vaiththaay. As in, I won't be able to forget you, because you know why? You kept yourself within my soul. Because you came in, I'm not going to forget you. And where do you live? Pennai, thenpaal, venney, nalloor, which is the place, the name of the place. Pennai is the river over there, the banks of the river called Pennai. South of that bank is a place called as Thiruvennainalloor. The temple name is called as Arul Thurai. In that place, the only meaning of love, the only meaning of, we call it as aththaa. Aththaa means the sole meaning of love. Unakku aalaay, ini allaen enalaamae. Can I say that I'm not going to be your slave anymore? 100% I am your slave. Here I go. And he is totally submissive to Lord Shiva. That is what the very first verse is talking about. I have tried my best to give it in English, but I'm sure I have not given the 100% of it. The reason is the native language has its own beauty. One is the language beauty, another one is the way how it can be expressed. I'm struggling a little bit, which you can see from now, but I'll try my best. And of course, it is His grace. Whatever He wants to give through this instrument, He is making it happen. So I bow down to His lotus feet and thank Him, and I thank you guys for listening to this as well. This is a lovely verse, lovely Thirupadigam. Please read it, and once you have an understanding, He Himself will make it clear for you. He Himself will explain, because the meaning is Lord Shiva Himself. It's not expressed in words, it's something within. So He will make it clear for us when we are ready for it. All we have to do is just submit ourselves, start reading the Padigam. The inner meaning, He will make it more clear for us when we get ready for it. I'll take leave right now. I'll come back again with the next song very soon. Until then, Sivaya Nama, Tiruchitrambalam.